More on Nick autonomous zone bar owner indicted, escapes assault charge to Blasio, pleads with Biden for quick action on COVID vaccine shortage. These COVID-safe date spots will make you love Nick's outdoor dining again. I gave up. Nick Sr. is desperate to get COVID vax drip registration system. COVID-19 is soaring across every New York City borough, far exceeding parameters that the governor's office promised would result in neighborhood lockdowns as recently as October. City data shows that 54 zip codes have a positive test rate north of 10%, a drastic increase from the week before Thanksgiving, when 40 of Nick's 177 zip codes saw positive test rates exceed 4%. Those rates are still far below their spring highs, but much higher than on October. When New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said he would lock down any neighborhood where more than 4% of tests came back positive for the virus. After numbers soared across the state following the holidays, health officials adopted a new policy to designate red zones based on hospital capacity metrics. Meanwhile, cases, hospitalizations and deaths from the virus continued their upward trend this week, with an average of 67 New York City residents dying each day, up from just 6 when the governor announced the new strict lockdown measure in October, according to city data. The latest statistics show that most swaths of the city are home to zip codes that are above 10%, with the exception of Manhattan below Washington Heights and Brooklyn and Queens neighborhoods along the East River. South Brooklyn has been hit especially hard by soaring positivity rates, with the highest zip code in the city encompassing Brighton Beach, Manhattan Beach and Sheepshead Bay. In the 11,235 zip code, 17.6% of those tested came back positive for COVID-19 over the last week. From Sunset Park to Borough Park to Coney Island, 8 surrounding zip codes all saw testing rates exceeding the benchmark as well. In the Bronx, Hunts Point's 10,474 had the worst testing percentage at 12.2. More than a dozen zip codes covering the areas between Concourse to Soundview and as far north as the Yonkers border to Staten Island tested higher than 10%. Richmond Hill and South Ozone Park's 11,419 zip fared the worst in Queens with a 15.2 positive testing rate. Nearby zips 11,417 and 11,421 were also plagued by double-digit positive testing rates. Staten Island's worst-faring zip codes were on opposite shores, with New Dorp's 10,304 and Tottenville's 10,307 both seeing positivity rates of just over 10%. The highest testing zip code in Manhattan was Inwood's 10,034, with a 10.3 positivity rate. According to state data, the highest rate of positive testing by county is in the northern suburbs, where Rockland and Orange are seeing surges at a higher percentage than any borough as a whole. More than 33,763 New Yorkers have been killed by COVID-19, according to the state health department.